Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome to my morning briefing. Actually, it's not mid morning, it's afternoon now. Afternoon briefing about today. Okay, so good afternoon to all of you. So, hello,
Hello, good afternoon.
good afternoon. So, I'm Chris. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Chris. I'm from Malaysia. One of your colleague. Okay, now, so let me start our briefing today. So, at first, we will take a review on the previous important economic data. So the only one is this Switzerland producer and import prices monthly. Okay, means this is the producer price index PPI. So the previous is 0.7% and the actual is 0.8%. So if the indicator is higher than as expected, the Swiss franc should be considered strong and bullish. So actually the actual is higher than the previous um, so we should see the Swiss franc is considered strong and bullish. Okay, so let's see the previous day market volatility review on the market last night. So what happened last night? Actually, for the all the forex major pair, the last night is considered nothing happened to them. It's still ranging. But when come to SAU USD the gold, okay, it had a volatility rise more than around 250 pips on yesterday last night. So let's see what happened last night. What happened actually on this market volatility? So on Monday, June 14, it means yesterday, last night. So the US dollar index changed leader. Okay, so and investors tend to the Fed's policy decision to be announced on Thursday 2 a.m. So which may reveal clues as to when the Fed will reduce its bonds and asset purchases. Okay, so spot gold fell as much as 1.7% at one point, so setting a 4-week low to $1844.95 per ounce. Okay, so some investors worry that the Fed might outline the path to curtailing its expansionary monetary policy at its FOMC meeting this week. So you know what is happening right now, right? Okay. So however, the price of gold was rebounded from the daily low by more than 20 US dollars. So as we can see here on the right side here, the market graph, I circle it by I got put the red square here as you can see. So uh, rise by more than US dollars to $186 in late session, mean last night. Okay, so we can see what happened to the. So now we know what happened to the market last night. Okay, so and when it comes to today, what important economic data we have to take note on today. So when it comes to EU section, okay, so these two. These two economic data we have to take note when they release. Okay, so they are all regarding to the pound one. Okay, so when 2 o'clock. So let's see on the first economic data. So the first one is UK average earnings including bonus monthly. Okay, this is April. So previous is 4.0% and the forecast is 4.9%. So the data release time is today 2 o'clock later. Okay, so if the indicator is higher than expected, then the pound should be considered strong bullish. Okay, so and if the indicator is lower than the expected, then the pound should be considered weak or bearish. Okay, so then the second important EU section economic data today is the UK claimant count change. Okay, so the previous is negative 15.1k. Okay, the forecast is still remain nothing. Okay, so the data will release on 2 o'clock later too. Okay, so if the indicator is higher than the expected, the pound should be considered weak or bullish. So and if the indicator is lower than the expected, then the pound should be considered strong or bullish. Okay, so this is all the EU section, the economic data, the important economic data we have to take note. So when it comes to US session, it it has the 8:15 p.m. the Bank of England government Bailey. He will have a speech on this time. So if your client trading any trading instrument regarding the pound, then they have to take note. They must take note on this time too. Okay, so when come to US session, there are three important economic data in this time. So they are all about regarding the US dollar. So let me see the first one. So US retail sales exclude autos monthly May. The previous is negative 0.8%. forecast is 0.4%. Okay, so the data release time is on tonight, 8:30 p.m. If the indicator is higher than the expected, the dollar should be considered strong or bullish. So, and if the indicator is lower than expected, then the dollar should be considered weak or bullish, bearish. Okay, so let's see on the second important economic data tonight. So U.S. retail sales monthly. Okay, so previous is 0% and the forecast is negative 0.8%. The data release time is same. 8:30 tonight. Okay, so if the indicator is higher than expected, the dollar should be considered strong or bullish. So, and if the indicator is lower than expected, then the dollar should be considered weak or bullish. Okay, so let's see on the third important US session economic data today is the US PPI monthly 2. Okay, so previous is 0.6 and forecast same 0.6. So data release time is same 8:30 tonight. So 8:30 tonight. It's quite happening tonight. Okay, so if the indicator is higher than expected, the dollar should be considered strong or bullish. So, and if the indicator is lower than expected, then the dollar should be considered weak or bearish. Okay, so let's see on the spotlight today. So the spotlight today is same. The trading instrument I still focus on gold. I mean the SAU USD because last night is still gold, right? So today spotlight today is still remain on gold. Okay, so resistance level as we can see here is 1878 and the support level is 1854. So as we can see on the right side, the market graph here. So the R1 is the 1870 and the support level one is 18454. Sorry. So my suggestion for today trading is for gold today is still bullish. Yesterday is bearish, but today is bullish. Okay. So let's see why I will suggest bullish on the gold today. So gold prices may currently face the greatest downward pressure since the rebound at the end of March. Okay, the future trend of gold prices will largely depend on the Fed's statement after FOMC meeting. So as we can see here, so before then, the gold bulls are expected to remain weak. Then the Fed might hint that they will begin to reduce their bond and asset purchase, which should put pressure on gold. But if Fed Chairman Powell, the Jerome Powell maintains that inflation is just only temporarily as what he used to did, what he used to. Okay, so and does not withdraw the current monetary policy, the price of gold should be able to regain lost ground. Okay, so during the day for today, we will focus on U.S. retail sales and PPI in May. The retail sales data is expected to be weaker than the previous value, and the PPI is not much different from the previous value. So that's why I will look for a bullish on today's trading. Okay, so so my briefing is come to an end today. So come to an end now. So do you have any question regarding our briefing today? So if no any question, then I will end our briefing today. So thank you for joining our briefing. So see you guys next time. So bye bye. I wish you have a good day ahead today. Bye bye.